What's up, guys? Hope you're having an amazing day. Welcome back to the channel. It's a mess in here, and that is because I've been wanting to take a particular photo for a very long time, but to get the photo done, I needed a bunch of film canisters, and I've been collecting film canisters for some time now. Mine that I have developed, my films that I've developed, and then also I collected some from our local camera store that has a lab in there. I have a jar, I think it's 5 liters, that I have been filling it up with it, and it was actually inspired by Emily from Dark Slide Film Lab. I visited Emily a few months ago, and she had a bunch of these jars filled with film, just like sitting around, and she uses it sometimes as props and decorations at her studio. And so I thought it was very interesting, and I wanted to do similar for myself. However, after filling it up, I just kind of remembered that there is a certain photo that I've been wanting to make. I have tried it before, but when I did, I kind of spelled film with the canisters, and it's kind of cheesy. So I thought I would do it again. And back then I shot it on 35, but I thought I would do it again. And this time, now that I know much about photography and much about what I do, I thought I'll give it a try again, but this time let's shoot it on 4x5. So I have my camera set up right here, and I'll be flipping you guys in a minute to let you guys see the whole setup and how I have the camera set up and laid down and the settings that I'm going to be shooting. Most of the time when I have ideas like this, it's mostly a photo that I want to print and put in my home, and potentially if somebody else sees it and think they want one in their space too, then I end up making a print and selling it to them. But this specific photo specifically is just for me. I have loaded one Portra 400 and 3 HP5s. I'm going to be shooting the first shot on color. Of course, there is so many colors. There's so much color in all these film canisters. You have to shoot it in color. And then also I thought, let me shoot it in black and white, just out of curiosity to see how that is also going to look. So that's why I have chosen to load one color and then, and black and white. Now I've loaded also 2 more sheets of film, because after I'm done taking this photo, there is another photo that I want to get. It's more of like an experimental photo that I want to make, but we will see how that turns out. There's going to be a lot of experimenting with the light, try and error, seeing like how the light falls and stuff like that. So it's gonna be a minute and fun time in here, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. So I'll come around, take the camera, and show you guys what I have going on here. I have the Nightlight FS300. I wanted to use continuous light, so I have that on the light stand over here, and then I have my black backdrop all the way laid in out here, and this is the jar that I was talking about, and I have this laid down. There is absolutely nothing beneath this, so I stepped on it and you can see the crease in them, but well, it's all good. So yeah, this is the film. Let's see, this is how I have it all laid out, and I didn't want it to be boring of just film, so I planted my F3, Nikon F3 in there. And then also there is 120, I think there is 2 120 rolls that I've put in there just something fun for when people look at it to kind of see what they will be able to point out and spot. I also have here the legendary Kodachrome film. It's the only Kodachrome that I have, and so I've also planted it in the position where it may be the center of the photo. Maybe the camera will be the first thing people see, but where I've placed it, I intentionally placed it there just to kind of make it the subject of the photo. But anyways, anything else I did not really touch. I just like put them randomly around and just kind of turned a few around just so we can have more color, because the back of the film is not that interesting. It's the front that is very interesting. So that's what I have, the setup that I have here. Obviously, when I'm about to take the photo, I'm going to block the light from hitting the back of the camera. And then I'm going to have this white foam core here that I'm going to sit right here to kind of bounce the light back, because the light is kind of at an angle. About to take the photo, and let's see what we will be able to get. The photo is done. I was kind of struggling a little bit because I have Portra 400 on one side and I have HP5 on the other side. So I had to put a tape on the Portra 400 to make sure I know which film I'm shooting. And as I was pulling the dark slide out, the tape kind of got caught in the way and kind of ripped off. So hopefully it's not on the film, and hopefully that it wasn't blocking anything. I think it was fine, so we will see. I've taken both the Portra 400 and then the HP5 400, so we will see, fingers crossed. Now this one is done, so now I have to clear all these out because the next photo is a whole different setup. So yeah, let's see. This is the photo that I'm about to take. As you can see, I've lifted the light very high, and underneath here, if I bring my thing, this is my composition right here. I am going to expose for the highlight. That way I can get all these shadows. I was thinking maybe I should put a grid on here, but I don't want it to be too contrasty. So like I said, I'm going to expose for the highlight so that we can get the shadows. And after this shot, I'm planning on bringing this glass in just to kind of experiment, distort the front a little bit, and see what we get. So yeah, let's go ahead and do the metering. So it's 400 speed, ISO 400. I probably want to take this at f22. So it's telling me at f22, 15th of a second, 1/15th of a second. So if I bring it to the shadow here, you see it's at f11. So f22 is not bad, and even over here is going to really fall out of shadow. So that's really nice. So here it is, f22 at 1/15th of a second. All right, let's take the shot. Okay, so this is the final setup that I have. This is the last shot that I'm about to take. So I have everything ready. Let's see, make sure I'm shooting it at f45 at 2 seconds. Sorry, half a second. So f45 at half a second. Okay, so let's pull this, drop it here, and yep, photo is taken. And it's a wrap. About to go eat dinner and probably develop the film afterwards. And I'm sure you guys probably have seen the photos by now. So I'll catch you back later.
All right, guys. As you can see, change of outfit, which means it is the next day, and photos, film have been developed and scanned, and photos are ready. I'm pretty sure you guys have already seen it. It was really fun just messing around, trying to make these photos that I've had on my mind for a while, and then also getting over it, because sometimes when you have an idea and you're sitting on it and you're not doing it, it just makes you feel like you're lazy. It makes you feel like you're not creating anything. And so whenever you are able to bring that idea in your mind to life, it's always fun and it's always very inspiring. Now I'm kind of like on the edge of wanting to make more photos, which is a good thing. So I hope you guys enjoyed the photos. I really like the film photos that I took. Not much of the black and white. I really like the color because of, again, you're seeing all the colors from different types of film canisters, and you are able to get a really good view of what you are looking at. Whereas with the black and white, I feel like everything is just kind of like mushed together, and there is not much contrast or depth in the image. So I really love the color, and I cannot wait to see it printed really big and hanged on the wall. Like I said in yesterday when I was taking the photos, this photo is basically for myself, and I'm gonna share it on YouTube and maybe on Instagram, maybe on my website. And if somebody sees it and really like it too and want one, or want a piece for themselves on the wall, or you watching right now, if you like any of the photos and you think you want to have a print, just send me a DM on Instagram or send me an email through my website. That is all going to be linked in the description below. So I really did like it. The mannequin photos, I wish I had put the mannequin on a stool and moved it away from the backdrop. But I'm not like, it's not a big deal. It's not a deal breaker having it where I had it. It's just that I wanted the background to be solid black and no gradient or anything. So the next time, maybe when I'm photographing something like that, I'll move it away from the backdrop a little bit, and also just like have it on a stool instead of having it on the backdrop. And you saw the way I set it up. So but other than that, I really do like it. I like the photo with the jar and the flower, because the first one is kind of boring. The lighting is interesting, but as the whole photo as a subject, I think it just needed something, and that is why, of course, I brought the jar and the flower in it. So I really do like it, and I like how they all turned out. So I would say out of 10, rating this whole process and the photos, I would give it a solid 8. I'm very, very satisfied with the photos, and I'm looking forward to the next one, and of course I'm going to share it with you guys. So thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking around to the end. If you're still watching, big ups to you, and I really do appreciate it. So if you want to see more of my work, visit my website, kboatin.com. It's going to be in the description. If you'd like to follow me on my Instagram, Edmund K. Boatin, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.